A dog, when injured, crawls off to an isolated place, lies low until the wounds, if not healed, at least covered over. Chapter 1. A failed suicide is a sad, sad fucker. The final chapter of Alvarez's The Savage God, perhaps the best account of suicide, details the author's own attempt at the desperate act. For me, the years of fuck-ups, pain, mutilation, grievous loss would, you think, lead to wisdom. Like fuck. Led me to a job as a security guard. Suicide by boredom. If I was to continue above ground, I needed money. My last outing, adventure, case, left me not only spiritually bereft, but broke. The ad for security guards sought those with a military background or police force experience. Some fancy dancing with my CV, and I actually looked, if not respectable, at least not outright criminal. The guy who interviewed me said, "If you can walk and don't have an outstanding warrant, you're in." My first assignment was protecting a warehouse on the docks. I had a torch and phone, which, I guess, if thieves attacked, I could resort to foul language. Mostly the job was dull, but that suited me just fine, as I had more than enough action in past years to satisfy the most jaded, adrenalized junkie. Plus, I could read and be paid for doing so. The ideal job. A guy I knew back from the States who had worked security in New York and who was armed told me, "Jesus, Jack, first I thought gifted. I need never fear assholes no more. But then I'd get home and play the sad, whining music, you know, the why did she leave me dear stuff. They give you a free razor blade when you purchase it. Then I'd get depressed and want to kill myself and have the gun in my lap. But what have I missed? And was lying wounded for days. The first month, I was on nights and liking it. No need to talk to anyone. I was all out of conversation. Clocking out the Friday end of my shift, a supervisor was waiting and said, "Taylor?" I nodded, and he said, "The head honcho wants you to meet him." "Why?" He shrugged, said, "No idea. He only this week went through the employee files and seen your name asked for you." "Who is he?" He took a deep breath, then, "Alexander Knox Keaton, from somewhere in Ukraine." Ukraine. With all the waves of migrants literally throwing themselves into the ocean to flee Syria and other deadly regimes, Ukraine seemed to have momentarily dropped from the headlines. But it was nice to know one of their people was living at large. I said, "Not exactly your expected Ukraine name. I'd have expected something more. Slavic." He sneered. "Fucking get you, Mr. Knowledge. Shame you're wasted on this piss-poor excuse of a job." I didn't rise to the bait. Oddly, since my failed suicide, I felt less inclined to kick the living shit out of assholes. He said, "Here's his address, and you are to report to his mansion tomorrow at noon." I echoed, "Mansion." He gave me the look, the one that cries, "Dumb shit." Said, "You'll see, and be sure to wear a suit." "I only have me funeral one." He sneered, "Might well be just that." Chapter 2. They spent the afternoon butchering horses. Matthew McBride, a swollen red sun. Early in the morning of October 1st, a reveller, staggering home, went, "What the fuck?" He was standing, or rather swaying, at the top of Eyre Square. If he had been of a literary bent, he might have intoned, "Doth mine eyes deceive me?" But being hung over and a moron, he uttered, "What the fuck?"